Hello friends, welcome to the Jazz Ranch, Hip Cats and Groovy Chicks. This is my part 2 of my riffs for comping and with a backing track. So you want to watch part 1 first if you haven't watched it yet to get the introductory concepts. But I'm going to be showing you how to read rhythms and how to play them in a comping style using a backing track. So here we go with riffs part 2. Welcome to the Jazz Ranch studio. This is part 2 of my video on riffs, or playing rhythmically, comping rhythmically, which should help you to read rhythms and comp in a band. So I'm going to give you 3 more comping figures that are more complex than in part 1. Now if you haven't watched part 1, look at the link below this video and watch that one first. You need to have the background material and concepts explained to you before you do this video, or before you watch this video and try this out. But these are 3 more comps that are going to be more complex than the first 3 that you learned, or first 4. Now the first one, and here's what it looks like. You're hitting a short note on 1, we're playing a C9 chord. Short hit on 1, then a long hit on 3 and. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 1 again, 2, 3, and 4. It's just that same figure repeated, but you're going up a half step now. This is often done in comping where you go up half steps or down half steps. C9 up to D flat 9 or down to B9. You can do comp that way, even though it's just 1 chord. You can use those chromatic moves. So here you have the 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, then to the F chord, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1. So you're moving up a half step on the F chord as well. So using the metronome, and I'm using a substitute metronome because I can't find my Seiko today, so I'm using my phone. You can find a metronome app and use this. So it's set at 94, that's the quarter note. So to count this figure, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3. So let's listen to that now, and let's try to play along with it. Okay, the next riff is going to be more complicated. What it is we're going to hit not on 1, but on the and of 1 with a long tone. So you can mix it up in a variety of ways. On any downbeat, any upbeat, or offbeat, either on a long tone or a short tone. And the long can be any length you want to make it, but in this case it's a beat and a half. So it's 1, 1, and 2, 1, and 2, and then we hit 3 and. So we hit 2 shorts, so it's going to be 3 and, then 4 is silent, and then we hit 4 on and, 4 and. So it's 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3 and. And then on the next measure we 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So 1 and 2, da da da. So now you want to hear the whole rhythmic figure as a separate entity within itself. You don't want to think of every beat. You want to hear the figure as a whole, like this. 1 and 2, da 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 da, like that. Da 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 See, so when you look at these rhythms, you want to understand how to count them, but then you want to feel the rhythm of the figure as an entity within itself, like ba da da ba da 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 ba da. So let's try the figure now with the two chords, the F, the C, and the F. One da 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 da. So, counting that with the metronome, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and ba da da ba da. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and. See, so it's all about feeling the downbeats and the upbeats. Now let's listen to that with the backing track. Okay, the last riff I'm going to give you is more complicated still. And, you know, if you're ever going to be in a big band, you're going to read more complicated rhythms than this. So, but this next one, you're going to have a long on one that's a beat and a half. 1, 2. Then you're going to come in on the upbeat with a long one, up a half step. So 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to hit 4 right on the beat. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then the next one, you're going to hear beat 1, and then come in on the end with a long 1 and 2, and then 2 downbeats on 3, 4. 3, 4. So you're going to have 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 3, 4. That's a very common riff, to have those upbeats combined with downbeats. So you're going to have a down, an up, and an up, and an up, and 2 downs. So like this, 1, 2, and up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. See, now when you hear this as a total entity within a groove, you can see that it does have a groove factor to it. The riff, in other words, it sounds like it's in the groove, even though it's a combination of upbeats and downbeats. It still has a really swinging feel to the comp. It's a riff. Riffs are supposed to swing hard, and that's what riffs do. So let's listen to it now. Well, let's count it first. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4. See, so you want to be able to count it right in time. I know this is a little difficult at first, but just take it slower, work out the beats, and then use the backing track to help you to get into the groove with it. And just listen to how I'm playing it and learn it that way, as a feel. Learn it on a feel level. Learn it in your head to count it, but then learn to feel it. That's the important thing. So here we go. We're going to listen to it now on the backing track. Okay, thanks for hanging in there with me on these three riffs, these three new riffs. I hope you will learn these and learn something from them. Learn how to swing, learn how to groove, learn how to play in the pocket, and it will be helpful in your experience in comping in a band. So we'll have a sign off now, and thanks for watching. Signing off from the Jazz Ranch. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please write to me. I love to hear from you. I always respond to all comments if you give me enough time. And until next time, I'll say swing loose, and we'll see you next time around. Bye-bye.